Hi all, this is your girl Natasha, and it's 4:25 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I like to record the time, or save the time rather. Well, I've been up watching TV, all the protests and about George Floyd being killed and all of that. I've been watching on CNN and MSNBC. And I've been watching it since it all happened for the last couple of days. And I have to say that I don't blame these people whatsoever. We are tired of racism. We are tired of black people being treated any kind of way by the police. We're just tired. And so am I. I'm tired of a couple of things. And while I'm in the mood to say it, I'm going to say it. Now, I know you all are used to my jolly self and serving tea and crumpets and Lorna Doones and what have you not. I'm not serving that. I'm just feeling a certain kind of way. First of all, I have cabin fever. I try to go to less places as I have to go just for the essentials because of COVID. I'm tired of that. But I love myself, my life, my health. I'm diabetic, so I have to be careful. Catching the coronavirus would be, I don't even want to think about it, with underlying health issues. And to be honest, I'm up because my back is hurting, my lower back. My back is hurting, so I'm awake. And I've been feeling some type of way for the last couple of days, and especially watching what happened to George Floyd and the others that have been killed, murdered. Breonna Taylor in her house, and Ahmaud Arbery, and all the way back to Rodney King. All of this. And then I've been thinking about some people on YouTube that annoy me. And one or two that are looking pitiful. I don't know why they're looking pitiful. They said what they said. And now that it does appears that they want to go another direction, it's hard now. You know, let me be honest. When you tell people that you don't care if you watch them, and they've supported you, and you just blatantly say, I don't care, go where you want to go. Don't have to watch me. And they've been supporting you. And you say to these people, basically, go to hell. When they really liked you, you inspired them to start a channel, or you've come from a certain house, you considered it to be a house, and they gave you the inspiration to start a channel, and then they throw shade. It's like a slap in the face. Okay, I'm going to get it off my chest. It's like a slap in the face. Okay. Tracy They've dragged her through the mud, but she still stands up and comes back fighting and makes me laugh. I can only speak for myself while she's out there swinging. But I felt a certain kind of way, and I've never really expressed it. I felt disappointed because sometimes when you don't know a person, or you think you've known a person because you've watched them for a certain amount of time, you feel, okay, that person seems trustworthy, until you see different and you hear different. Now you may hear things about them, and then you may say, well, you're on the fence about what they have said, what another person has alleged that they have said and done. You may be on the fence because you have faith and you trust that person. But when they show signs of that they are guilty, after all, little teas, as I say, and Lorna Doones have been served, when they seem to be guilty after these accusations, and then they tell you all that support them to go to hell, and you can watch them if you want, wow, that's really a slap in the face, to be honest. And not to saying that it was a cult and you look at them as a god. No. You supported them. You had faith in them. You even defended them. You never badmouthed them. And then they come up and say, go to hell. I don't care. I don't have a house. Go where you want to go. Well, I've always gone where I wanted to go. And mind you, I only watch people that I like. I'm never in a chat with people I can't stand. I'm not in the bushes. I'm not in the sky. When I don't like certain people on YouTube, I can't stand the sight of them or to listen to them. So that's one thing about Natasha. I'm Capricorn, and when us Capricorns don't like certain people and we're over them, we're over them. And there's a couple that I'm over and I don't watch. But I gotta get it off my chest. When you come from a house and they tell you, your vlog father tells you to go to hell, watch me if you want, it hurts. And then when you hear all these other accusations from other YouTubers, and you're like, I don't believe that they did that. You're shocked, and you're sitting on the fence. Bear with me, people. I may not be saying it right, but I'm just getting my feelings out, and it's starting to feel good. When they say something like that to you, you're like, wow, that's deep. After I've supported you, I gave you my trust, and you say, go to hell, get lost. You don't care who watches you. And then when these accusations or tea has been served on you by other YouTubers, and you're like, wow, they did that? And then when you can see the guilt, they don't want to respond. And usually some people, you've seen them, when they throw shade at this person fights back. But certain people, they don't mess with. Because a lot of other YouTubers, other platforms have come for this person, and you notice that it's only a select few that they come for. and the others they give a pass. And you say, why? Okay, I sit and observe. That's the Capricorn nature. We sit and we observe, and we don't say much. And then after the smoke clears, we come to a conclusion. And I have watched for a while now, after these accusations were made against this vlog father. And they're pretending like I'm going to ignore it. But you can see in their eyes, you can look at them and tell them, no, something's not quite right. You're not acting like the person that I know. You're not swinging. You're not reading about these accusations, which in the past, other people, other YouTubers that have said things about you and accusations, you have windmill. You have read and dragged them from one street corner to the other. Such as Tracy, you drag Tracy. You have no problem dragging Tracy. When she throws shades at you, you will drag her. Tracy has always been in your mouth, and a few. But one particular YouTuber, and everybody knows I don't care for her, not one bit. And she makes she's told a few of your teas and no response. Wow. You have no smoke for her, as you guys say. You have no bonfire for her. You have no, like the rioting that's presently going on in the country and the setting of fires. You don't have fire for her like you have other select YouTubers. I find that odd. You're pretending as if nothing exists, as if nothing happened. Yeah. And then a video of you was shown. Videos don't lie. No, they don't. And this is not a betrayal. This is not getting even with you. This is not throwing shade. No, this is not a shade video. This is a Tasha waking up in pain. Tasha's been watching what's been going on in our country, and she's just feeling her emotions are just all over the place watching this. Watching a man being killed, woman, black people, man, woman, time and time again. And not to mention, which the media has never mentioned recently, last week, a trans man, male to female, in Tallahassee, Florida, Tony McDade, he was killed by the police. Yes, he was stabbed. Yes, he had stabbed somebody. And then he ran, and the police were looking for him, the trans man. He was running, and the police shot him in the back. And he was black. And, not a big trans man. He was born female, so he was, not very tall, not very big framed. He didn't work out or whatever. So he was just an average sized trans man. And while he was running, they shot him in the back and killed him. And you all know my platform is about transgenders and what we go through also, among other things that I'm going to start talking about. I've been very laxed, lazy, uninspired, not wanting to do it. I was an activist. I consider myself an activist, and I do fight. Yeah. And then you get the names called at you. Yeah, I can understand. I'm black too. People look at your color of your skin first. And like I said, I'm all over the place, but bear with me. Yeah, when you're trans, they look at you're black first. When you're a black trans woman or man, you're black first. Then they look at whether you're trans or not. So, of course, that was never mentioned on the media. And the person that was supposed to be your vlog father, house of whatever, Tallahassee, they're from that state of Florida. Interesting. But like I was saying, my emotions are all over the place. Yeah. I'm a woman, a transgender woman, proud transgender woman. And right now, my emotions behind all of this killing and uprising from our country and not opening up to how I feel, what a vlog father would say after you supported this person and you watched this person and bumped into this person. They were one of the very first that you bumped into when you were on YouTube, and it's been about 2 years now, going on 3, and then they just tell you to go to hell like that. It hurts. It was like with Tracy, like Dorothy, they showed her to the yellow brick road, and Tracy, she made it. She started her platform and she's doing well, whether you love Tracy or hate her. She did it. And then you say, wow, I started my platform, but I was still loyal to the house that I came from. And to be thrown to the wolves, it's like, wow. And I'm not saying I need to be in a house, because no, I don't. Because actually I considered I came from that house, but I'm Natasha. So I stand alone in my platform. But it just hurts. But like I said, when you watch this person that you have seen windmill and can read for filth, and you've seen them, they've been reading, they've got videos out, and they say they're all about the coin and everything. And then when this one particular person from Chi-Town leaks out, starts serving tea herself on you, and you don't defend yourself, you act as if she never said anything. That's guilt all over the place. Because like I said, certain people you would have let have, and I've seen you. So it makes me like on the fence. Wow, this has to be true, what 5Abe is saying. It has to be, because you would come back swinging. I've seen you. You look pitiful now. You look like something's bothering you. And you know why something is bothering you? Because you're not being honest. You're not being honest by saying, yes, it's true. Everything I did, everything I said is true. And I apologize. I was along with it. And if you would stand up and admit, yeah, I made a mistake. I did all of that, Fi Babe said. It's on video. I showed where Tracy worked. It would be better than looking pitiful and pretending like now you're just talking about what's going on in our country now when you know deep down inside you feel like 2 cents, like the cat that swallowed the canary. And you probably are steaming and you really want to read. Behind the scenes, you really want to read and let this person have it. But you're afraid they're going to let out more tea because that's what they've said. But if you, to free yourself, then you should just let this person have it. And if they spill out the tea, if it were me, if I was guilty of it, and they wanted to, I wouldn't let them hold that over my head. I would say, well, let the games begin. And I would say, yeah, I did it. And I did it. And what? Now it's all out. Now you all people, you all know what I did. And I went along with it. And you would feel so much better. A weight would be lifted off of your chest. Because you're free now. But no, you're talking about topics. Your views are not there because they're looking for the J. Wilson that they know, who reads and swings for filth. That's what it is. Because you're not being true to yourself. You quit the show with Sean Bradley, another person I can't stand, I don't watch. Whatever, you quit the show. So, what is there to hide anymore? What is there to be afraid of? To let yourself look like 2 cents now. Because you quit the show. You interviewed Sean. You had the interviews with the people. Sometimes you were fair to some, and you weren't fair to others. You would embarrass some on the platform, and the others you let them say what they want to say. And now that the smoke has cleared and some of the tea has been spilled, you're looking guilty. You're looking pitiful. It's like you're looking for sympathy, and I'm not saying that you are, but that's what it looks like because you're not defending yourself. You're not saying yourself. You're not defending yourself, and that's not the J. Wilson I know. The J. Wilson I know would have defended himself, and he would have battled. I don't know what it is about Fi Babe or what she has. Obviously, she has something over you. Because you, if it were anybody else, you would go swinging. ZT, you let have it. And yes, I'm having a cigarette. It's calming me. It's almost 5 o'clock. I'm going to make my coffee. Not tea, you all. I'm going to have coffee. But excuse me, I was lighting a cigarette. And let's say ZT, you let ZT have it. Wiley, you would let have it. But I don't know why this Fi Babe you're afraid of. What is it that she has over you that now you're acting like nothing happened? You're coming up with these topics. They're boring. You're not getting the views. Because everybody's saying you're guilty. of what she has said. And I think it's more tea now as the days have passed and you've said nothing, and you usually come on, all day around the clock, and you come on 1 or 2 times. You come on less now. I think you're guilty now. You've talked about everybody. I'm sure you've talked about the house, your vlog children. I'm sure you've talked about everybody, all of us. And you probably talked to Fi Babe about it. And Fi Babe has so much tea that she says she dares you, and each little time she's going to have a tea party and serve it. And to let someone have a hold like that on you, I couldn't do it. I would say, spill it, bitch, and let it all flow. And once it's all out, at least I would feel free, and it would be off my chest. And the bitch wouldn't have anything else on me. And everybody would know that I was not perfect. That I was just as shady behind the scenes. That I'm a shady person. But when you present yourself as a certain way, and then in the background people have tea on you, that's how you get in trouble. When you're not yourself. When you present yourself one way, and then you do other actions that you don't want let out. And then you have a 5A person who's going to let your tea out because you've blatantly betrayed her. And she swallowed it. And even though I don't like 5A, I have to admit, wow, she does have a point. You've thrown her under the bus. I have to call it as I see it. You've thrown her under the bus. And she hasn't said anything. But I guess she said enough is enough. And she showed videos. And I think it's more tea to it. But hey, that's you. I'm letting off my chest how I feel. What you have done. I have never betrayed you, never talked bad about you. And you just said to hell with the people in the house of Ryder Lives. If you don't want to be in my house, go. Fuck you. That's basically what you said. And there are some Ryder Live members, and I think they're newer members because I've never seen them, a lot of them before. They're newer members, so they don't really know the back history. But I've seen some Ryder Lives that were from the beginning. I don't see them anymore. Yeah, I peek in the chat occasionally. I'm not going to lie. I peek in the chat occasionally, J. Wilson. And it's not like it used to be. Not after you told everybody to go to hell. I'm not upset about it. I'm just shocked because I didn't believe that you were like that. And being that you're not defending yourself, these topics about the riot or whatever, yeah, that's all good, but that's not J. Wilson. It's more to you than that. Quiet and not reading and wanting to let people have it. You stay on Tracy, and certain people you will let have it. But I don't know what it is when it comes to that Babe. And whatever she has on you, you don't want to let out. J. Wilson, swallow your pride. Whatever you've done, let her leak it out. Don't hide your tail. Let it out. Let her say what she has to say. Battle with her, or deny it, or read her, and you'll feel free. But this is what you're doing now. You're not happy. I see it in your face. I see it in your eyes. I watch. I observe. I'm an observer, and a very good one, and a good judge of character, though I've never met you in person. And I had to get this off my chest, and I'm feeling better. Because after watching all of that's going on, that's upsetting me. And I just had to get this off of my chest. What you said to the rider lives, the older ones that were with you from the beginning. And I can only speak for myself. I'm getting off my chest what I needed to say to you. Because I know you. To get on a platform, come on your platform and talk to you about it, it would be you yelling and trying to insult me like you did Boss Lady New Jersey. You just pounced on her. But you didn't pounce on the other guest. I forget who it was now. You let them speak, but you pounced on Boss Lady. And I refuse. Not I, Natasha. I'm not coming on a platform and we can't have a talk because I know you. Once I share how I feel, then you try to pounce and read me for filth, and I know it would go left. And I would not subject myself to that for you to get clicks and baits, clicks and views, and video of you reading me. Instead of us talking, it would go left. So I'm on my platform and I'm airing out what's really been on my chest. And I feel so much better. Now my back is easing up. I took my pain pill because it's really been hurting me. It's starting to kick in. I'm starting to feel better. And I feel better that I got this off my chest. And I had to do this video. And it's not just because of you, not just involving you. It's what's going on in our country, black people being killed, black trans people of color, the LGBT community, period, black, being killed. And then I heard you mention, I took a peek in your chat earlier in the night, and I heard you mention LGBT. And June is LGBT month. And as far as that's concerned, yeah, you may have came out at 50, but you're just understanding, you're just free now at 50. You have not been out, and that's your choice. No one should be made to come out the closet or have to expose what their sexual preferences. That's their business. It's no one's business. But if you're going to come out, finally, out the closet as you have, and windmill and be shady and throw Mark in everybody's face, and now who knows the status of you and Mark's relationship, and I never cared. I was wishing you guys well when you were together. I don't know if you're together now, but I was rooting for you in that relationship when you introduced Mark. And when you said you broke up, I was like, Oh well. It didn't concern me. It was none of Tasha's business. Because Tasha has a life of her own. And Tasha ultimately wants to be with someone. But when it's that time for someone to enter my life, they will enter my life. So there was no need for me to worry about whether you're with Mark or not. I could care less. I'm just saying I'm getting off my chest how you threw me. I can't speak for the other rider lives, but how I felt when you said, I don't care, you rider lives to go to hell, I'm no longer your vlog father. That cut kind of deep because I had faith in you. Even when everybody's calling you pastor or whatever, when I was in other chats, I would listen. I never said a bad word about you in other chats. And if anyone said that, they're a liar. Now, when I hear it, okay, I admit, I'll laugh. Recently, I've made comments because making those little comments in those chats, I was not saying what I really wanted to say to you. And I knew that coming on your platform, Jay Wilson, I don't believe it would work. What would happen is you would say, this is your platform. You would overtalk me and read me for filth, try to. And it would be a back and forth session and a big view party, and you would get so many views and clicks. That's what would happen. And again, I'm repeating myself, so I'm not doing that. I'm airing out and I'm being honest. I'm being an honest trans woman. And I'm letting you know my feelings on the whole thing. It was nice, Jay Wilson. I respected you, but now I'm on the fence and I'm looking at you sideways. And before you even say, who are you? I don't care how you're looking at me. I know you. I know what you would say. And to that, oh well, if you say it, you say it. If you even see this video, you say what you say. I'm just saying what I say and I don't give a shit afterwards. I find it funny and I believe that now everything Fire Babe said is true. Videos don't lie. You haven't jumped on her. ZT, you jump on. Wiley, you've jumped on. Like I said, it's just certain people that you won't touch. James Corwell, you're afraid of. You won't touch James Corwell. I know you were upset when James didn't, you claim, notify you when he left the panel. You found out on his channel. And I don't mean to bring James, a.k.a. Spill It Boy, a.k.a. Milan Treasure. I don't mean to bring him into it, but I know it's certain people that you would not come out and say how you feel. And I know that you still feel a way about James. Just leaving the gentleman panel. And now QB. You addressed QB. You didn't have a problem reading QB. But Fire Babe, Shalina, what is it about her that she has on you, Jay Wilson, that you will not read her or that you're scared that she will tell? Okay? That's no way to live. I could never have anybody having to dance to somebody's tune because they have something over me. After a while, I get tired. I say, the hell with it, sis, bitch, whatever you want to call it, spill it. And then I'd read and read like you read all other people and get it over with. And go back to doing what you do, J. Wilson. Do your preaching on Sunday and do your roasting gags. And when other drama pops up, other beefs pop up, you give your commentary. You're not happy with doing what you're doing now. As you say, Jay Wilson, you're not a one-trick pony. And what you're doing now is a one-trick pony. You're acting like it. You're far from a one-trick pony. You're not happy now with what you're doing and what you're saying. As the saying goes, you can be an educated dummy too. You know that, Jay Wilson. And maybe some people may not use the words that you use properly. But you know, you can use the right words to articulate what you want to say. And then somebody else can use different words, and it may not be okay, what you would consider the proper way of speaking. But the message is still gets through. But it was just articulated in a different way. But in the end, the message is clear. And people understand both sides, no matter how the message is delivered. I may be rambling on, but I'm just getting all of this off my chest. And I'm going to have coffee after this. But yeah, Jay Wilson, I had to say that. I had to say that. I had to get that off my chest. I'm not upset. Okay. I'm a former rider live. I don't deny that. But like you told us, pick up, move on if you don't want to be a rider live or you don't like what you said. No, I don't like what you said. And it didn't bother me then. It was kind of like, oh, wow. But now, I really don't care. I'm just getting off my chest what I needed to say to you, Jay. And you're not going to listen because you feel that you're right about everything. Because you're educated. But I will tell you this, Jay Wilson. Whatever Phi Babe has on you, sweetie, don't cower down. Say something. Battle back with her. Don't let her hold this over your head. And then you hold back being the real Jay Wilson. Will the real Jay Wilson stand up and go back to being himself and setting himself free? If you do that, Jay, you won't look like you do now. I look straight through your eyes and I can see that you are quite bothered. And you're angry and you want to let Phi Babe have it. I can see it in your eyes. But she must have some really fierce tea on you. But hey, I don't see where it would be so bad. Whatever the tea is, hey, let her spill it and you'll recover from whatever it is. But like I said, I can't deny there are a select few that you will go in on. And there are some that you won't. And that's why I look at you sideways. I don't hate you. I still like you. But, like you said, I no longer consider myself a ride or live. Because whatever chat you go in and whatever chat they've named, then for that time you're in the chat, I feel you're that, whatever the name of the chat is. So, I'm no longer a ride or live, or you're no longer my vlog father. And hell, that doesn't bother me. Because in the end, I've always been Natasha. And even in my greetings, at the end of my greetings, I acknowledge you, my God, my vlog father, because you like chocolates. I said, and I've added chocolates, sugar-free and regular chocolates if you like, sugar-free for JWILSON, because you always said you like the sugar-free Russell Stover. So I added that, used to add that in my introduction. But I have no regrets that I've said it, and some of that is on my videos. No, I have no regrets. Just won't, that part I'll cut out. You're no longer my vlog father. I'm no longer in the house of, I'm no longer a ride or live, and it's no big deal. Because I'm Natasha, and I have my platform. And I'm gonna do my first live. To be totally honest with you guys, I have done my videos, but I want to start doing live and interacting and seeing the people that really are for me and who are really not. Doing videos, okay. I've done videos for the last year. It's time to go live and interact and really get to know as much as I can about some of you people who really do like me, and weed out the ones who don't, and the trolls, and picking moderators that really like me. I know that it's just me, my personality. If a troll comes in talking crap, I know how I get. I laugh at it because I have a sense of humor. So I laugh at it, and I'm just nervous that the chat will just be out of hand because the moderator is laughing. But I'll get it together in my first live. I will get advice from people who I know have how to run a live and how you wean out your trolls and the people who are really for you. I'll get it together when I do my first live. Like I said, I left my computer when I went away this winter for the holidays. I left my computer in Pennsylvania at my bestie's house. And she's a nurse and she's been working on the front line, so she hasn't mailed it to me. And I have a desktop here that I prefer to work on because of my back and stuff. And that was messed up, so now I'm having that fixed. I'm having a repairman on, I think I'm scheduled Monday or Tuesday. For a repairman to come and fix my desktop. I hope it can be fixed. If not, I'll just have to wait for my girlfriend to mail my laptop when she's, you know, when things slow down for her, when she has days off after working in the hospital, long shift, she's tired. And I don't bug her about, please send the laptop. It's not that important. Get your rest, sweetie. That's what I say to my girlfriend. So I have a desktop here. I prefer to work on that. Anyway, so that's going to be repaired next week, this coming week. So I hope they can fix it. If not, then I'll just have to wait till my girlfriend can get a chance to send my laptop. And I know I'm babbling, but I'm just saying, letting you guys know what's going on because I do plan to go live. Jaded Nerd suggested I should go live, and a lot of people, I've gotten comments, Tasha, you need to go live. And I think I would have fun going live and interacting, like Tim Plain, like Uncle Tim did uploads. Now he's enjoying the live, so I'm going to join the crowd as soon as I get this computer situation straightened out. I'm going to do a live. So, Jay Wilson, that's all I have to say on that. And wow, I feel better that I got that off my chest. And if you decide to read me or whatever, it's nothing new. I'm not crazy. As Flame would say, I'm not crazy. I just look like this. So, if you read me, you just read me. But I feel better. I got that off my chest. Wow. I've always known that when I go to been in therapy. Never hold it in because it blows up like a pressure cooker. And I've been dying to say what I've just said. And I know, and I want to shut up because I want to sound like you. I know that I had to get it off my chest. It's off my chest, and you will not hear me say another word about it on my platform. I'm done. I'm moving on to a new adventure and other endeavors. I want to do other things on my platform about transgender, other topics. Yeah, I want to start interacting with my chat, getting their views, getting into StreamYard, and all of that. I'm ready now. So, you guys, I've talked. I've got all my emotions out. And like I said, what's going on, I don't blame those people for rioting. They're tired. Burning buildings up, hey, if that's what it takes to get their attention, I have no problem with it. Burn, baby, burn. It's that song, that disco song. Burn, baby, burn. Oh, yeah, disco inferno. Burn, baby, burn. Turn this mother out. Woo, I love those disco songs back in the day. Even Miss Tina Turner's version. Burn, baby, burn. Disco inferno, we gonna turn this mother out. Anyway, it's 54 minutes that I've been talking. And I feel good. I got it out. And instead of using aliases, I said it. Jay Wilson. I got out what I needed to say to my former vlog father. And I do not deny that I was ever a rider live, or you were my vlog father and you gave me you gave me the push to start my own channel. And I thank you for that, Jay, because if it weren't for you, I wouldn't have started a channel and said my opinions. And as far as the beef sector goes, I'm not in the beef sector. I just came out of Ride or Live, started a platform, and hey, I'm here. I don't consider myself the beef sector. How many times nobody can say Tasha has ever been in any mess or in any beef. That's not what I do. I don't beef. That's not what my platform's about. It's informing people, giving them knowledge about being transgendered and other topics along the way. So now I have really got to shut up. I'm almost going for the hour. I've never almost done an hour video. Wow. And I'm lighting another cigarette. And now I've talked till wow, what time is it? I don't have my glasses on. It's 5:25. I've talked that long. Wow. I think I'm going to have fun when I do my first live and decide who's for me and picking moderators. I think that's all going to be fun. But anyway, instead of talking in codes, I have said who I had to say. I've said what I had to say about JWILSON and what's going on in the country, in our own country. My opinion, hey, if it takes burning buildings or whatever to get the attention and the respect and get this man convicted and the other three, then do what you have to do and do it until they listen. So with that all, I'm going to close and make my coffee. And next time I shall be back. And I just ate a whole bunch of Lorna Doones, and I had Coca-Cola this afternoon. It was simply scrumptious. I think we guys are going to have a lot of fun on my channel when I start doing live chats. I feel confident. Anyway, Tasha's back is feeling better. Wow. I think that a lot of tension and holding in what I had to say was bothering me too. But anyway, I'm going to have a new guest to my party. Since it won't be JWILSON anymore, I'm not in the house. I'm selected Jaded Nerd as special guest. I've got to find out what is his favorite. So I'll have someone that instead of I have chocolates just for JWILSON. Now it'll be Jaded Nerd. I have to find out what his favorite snack is that I'll provide when we have our tea parties in the chat. I'm so silly. And yeah, I've almost talked an hour, 58 minutes and 52 seconds. So I'm going to shut up all. And I love you all. And Tasha will be back. Love you guys. And yes, it was early in the morning and I did black screen. I don't particularly care to do black screen. But it's early in the morning. You know, a girl's not together. But you all will see me again, like you always do, in person. Well, guys, I love you all, and I'm dying to get my coffee. So I'm going to shut up, and I'll talk to you later. Love you guys, and I'll talk to you soon. And thanks for listening. And thanks for the company. Love you guys. Mwah. Bye-bye.